We are only 50 or 60 days away from arguably one of the greatest premier track and field competitions ever hosted in the state of Iowa. I will tell you that it will be second to none in terms of the events that we've been able to provide to our community, to our fans, and I think most importantly, the partnership that Hy-Vee has been able to afford us is to take already a great event that's been iconic in and throughout the state of Iowa to yet another level. And we talked about that the first time we talked about our partnership, but today I think is going to be a reflection of some of the things we talked about on November the 28th when we announced our partnership. I want to go through a list of athletes that has confirmed their participation in the Drake Relays. I will tell you that there are more to come. It's not like we're announcing 2 or 3 athletes. We have 11 athletes to announce, and if I had more time as of this morning, we could have had perhaps 16 to announce, but for now, 11 that are confirmed. Want to make sure you're aware that our 110-meter hurdles for men are already stellar with gold, silver, and bronze, as we know. We're going to add to that field another Olympic finalist. Matter of fact, Ryan Braithwaite was 5th at the Olympic Games. He's a young man from Barbados. He is a tremendous talent, and he's going to add to the field to go along with certainly those individuals who are gold, silver, and bronze. Aries Merritt, who also is our world record holder, Jason Richardson, who was silver medalist, and Hansel Parchment, who was announced previous. So we have right now 4 of the top 8 in the Olympic finals in the 110-meter hurdles. As well, and I'm so excited about the high jump. Just for this one name that I'm going to provide for you right now, and even if you can't pronounce it, remember it. It's Mutaz Essa Barshim. Now let's say it all together. Mutaz Essa Barshim. This young man has already jumped 7.9 1/4 this year, equaling his personal best. He's the leading high jumper in the world right now. He's confirmed to jump on the blue oval. He is a tremendous talent. He's extremely tall and can jump extremely high. Those are 2 just potent weapons when you can approach a bar that doesn't look high and then can jump high to boot. I look for him to do something really, really special. So I'm excited to announce that this young man from Qatar is going to be joining us for the high jump in the blue oval. We already know, because we talked about how important it was and how special it was to have the gold medalist in the men's pole vault, Renaud Lavillenie, who, by the way, is leading the world in fine fashion, as well as Bjorn Otto. If you looked up the world leaders, Renaud and Bjorn are 1 and 2. Joining those individuals is not only another world-class individual, but our American record holder, Brad Walker. When you were out to the pole vault in the mall last year, Brad Walker was special. And so Brad is going to come back again to go along with the German, to go along with the French, and compete in the stadium, but as well the pole vault in the mall. If that wasn't enough in the men's pole vault, we're going to add to the field a great Brit, Steve Lewis. There are only 13 individuals in the history of pole vaulting for men that has cleared the 6-meter barrier. It's only 13. And I'm proud to tell you we're adding another individual who is going over the 6-meter barrier. He has a 19 feet plus personal best. Steve Lewis is from Great Britain, and he also will be joining us. So think about it. You have a Brit, a French, a German, an American. More to come in that event. Really, really special. Going to talk a little bit about the men's triple jump. We've added the gold medalist from London Games. Christian Taylor will be joining us in the blue oval. He is a tremendous talent. Some of you may remember when Christian was here for the NCAA championships. He and his teammate at the time, who's also confirmed to compete here at the Drake Relays, Will Clay, the silver medalist, they put on a show at the NCAA championships. They're back. They're going to be here in full force. Gold, silver is going to be here as well. As a young man from Nigeria, he was 7th in the Olympic Games, and his name is Tosin Oki, another finalist joining us here in the blue oval. Proud to announce a bronze medalist in the women's 1,500-meter run. She is a tremendous talent. She's from Darin. Mariam Jamal will be joining us as a bronze medalist. She will be joining her. Will also be Jennifer Simpson. Many of you remember Jennifer Simpson was a world champion only a few years ago. Jennifer Simpson was a finalist also in the Olympic Games. She's a native of Iowa. Jenny Simpson is going to have a big crowd. She's going to probably need it, as she's going to be going against a very stiff competition. So I'm proud that Jennifer is coming back as a finalist in the women's 1500, and also joining her again is Mariam Jamal from Darin. Many of you already knew about our 400-meter hurdles for women, how special that event is as well. We have a bronze medalist, Zuzana Hejnova. She's from Czech Republic, and been talking to her agent a lot. Finally got her confirmed. She's all excited about coming. She's a tremendous talent. 53:29, just an amazing run in the 400-meter hurdles for women. She will be joining us as well, so I'm proud to add her as a bronze medalist. Women's high jump. If by chance you saw, might have been the Fiesta Bowl, and you maybe heard the young lady singing the national anthem, is the same young lady who also was our silver medalist in the women's high jump. Brigida Barrett is from University of Arizona. Fred Harvey is the head coach while they have a dual meet with Arizona State. Fred Harvey understood the importance of getting Brigida into some world-class competition. So Brigida Barrett, silver medalist, big-time jumper, 6'6", 6'7", for a woman is unbelievable. She's going to be here jumping in the Drake relays. Really proud to have Brigida Barrett that's going to be joining us in the women's high jump. As well, I've talked about Jenny Scher in the women's pole vault. And it's special just because if you was there last year, she just thrilled us in the pole vault in the mall and again in the stadium. She was kind of in a class by herself. She's going to have company this year. Yurisley Silva, the silver medalist in London Games from Cuba, is also going to be joining us here in Des Moines on the Blue Oval. Yurisley Silva and Jen Scher battled to no end. When we confirmed Yurisley's coach and agent said they couldn't wait to get back there and to have some fun with Jen Scher. So look for that competition to be amazing. Again, gold and silver medalists confirmed to compete at the Drake Relays. So those are 11 new names, 11 new individuals to join the previous group that we mentioned before. And I will tell you there are more to come. Not only those names, though, one of the things that's new and different about this year is going to be Friday night. Over the years, Saturday, I should say every day was special, but where we had some elite Olympic world athletes taking the Drake Relays to yet another level was mainly on Saturday. I'm proud to say that this year, and hopefully for years to come, that Friday night at the Drake Relays will never be the same. We have a schedule we want to tell you about, but what makes this schedule really special is not just the elite level London Games rematches that I'm going to mention now. What makes Friday night special is that it's a cross-section of all of our athletes. It's our little kids in the shoulder hurdle relay. They're going to be a part of this amazing night. It's our elementary kids who are running on the track now, 4x1s. They're going to be a part of this Friday night experience. It's our high schoolers. They're going to be a part of it. And now, for the first time, on Friday night, we're adding elite world-class athletes. So the schedule for Friday night. Here's some of the things you could expect. First of all, 5:15. After we break the stadium at 3:45, about 5:15, we'll come back in. We'll start with a series of 4x100-meter runs. Around that time, our first London Games rematch will be getting started. Women's pole vault, if you enjoyed them on Wednesday, they'll be right back on Friday. The women's pole vault will be competing in the mall on Friday night. At about 5:30, the women's long jump will ensue. We've already announced that we have the gold medalist in Brittany Reese that's going to be competing in the stadium, as well as Janae DeLoach. That event will be started about 5:30 on Friday night. As well, about 5:45, we're going to have the collegians running. The 4x2 is going to be a big part of the event on Friday night. And then at 6 o'clock, the men's high jump will take place. And you'll see not only the young man from Qatar, but you'll see a host of others. The boys' high school 4x1 will also be running. And then at 6:30, our first on-the-track London Games rematch featuring the men's 110-meter hurdles on Friday night. It's going to be special. It's going to be at night under the lights. I think that makes it special as well. And we have some really fun things planned. 6:45, the Men's University College 4x2 will ensue. And then at 6:58, the London Games rematch for the men's 400-meter hurdles. Again, a gold, silver, and bronze event. It's going to take place under the lights. Women's University 4x8, keep in mind that we do have a Hy-Vee Cup series that we're going to be presenting. This Hy-Vee Cup is going to be provided as we total points for the 4x1s, the 4x4, the distance medley, the sprint medley, and this 4x800-meter run. So this is going to be a special event in terms of totaling points for the overall Hy-Vee Cup winner. We're excited also to let you know that soon after that, we come back with another London Games rematch. And for Hy-Vee Night at the Relays is going to be a special because of these types of events, particularly the London Games rematch for women's 1,500 meters. It's going to be special. It's on the list, again, under the bright lights. Another event is going to be the London Games rematch for the men's 400 meters. The Hy-Vee Night at the Relays is something that is going to be new and special. We have a host of events that we're unveiling now, but at the same time, for most of the time, we don't have Friday night Olympic events. So this is the first time that we're offering it, and we're excited to do so. We're going to climax the evening, making sure that all of the qualifying are being done for the 4x1s, the 4x4s, and certainly ending up with just an amazing fireworks show. So Hy-Vee Night at the Relays will have its inaugural time frame this year, and we're excited that the schedule is going to be comparable to what we could expect in terms of excellence on that evening. Yes?
One question, you mentioned the pole vault at the mall, and I think you said Friday, and there's a pole vault here on the schedule.
Yes. The pole vault in the mall is Wednesday.
Okay.
And so, yeah,
okay,
so we have Wednesday.
Friday, so
yeah, so we have the women's going to compete on Wednesday, and you'll see them once more on Friday night. So they're going to come right back and compete on Friday night as well.
Are you still going to mix the pole vault on Wednesday?
Yes.
So you're going to have the teams, like the team competition?
We loved it in terms of the last couple of years. We had the men and the women combined as teams, and then they compete as a team.
Right.
And so we're going to do that once more, and we're going to keep points and give the overall winners.
What are the advantages? Because as you've said, traditionally that Saturday was the elites, and it was about a 3-hour window. What are the advantages to putting it and spreading those highlight events over 2 days, you think, from a fan perspective and maybe even from running a meet?
Yeah, I think from a fan perspective, and I think that has a lot to do with it, is the fact that a lot of our, for example, the shoulder hurdle relay group on Friday night, they never had a chance to really be warming up, be in the same atmosphere as these world-class athletes. The elementary kids who, that's a great impressionable age to where they can really remember all of the maybe the pageantry and the pomp and circumstance that we're planning for Friday night. They'll remember being part of it. I had my own daughter and my son run part of the shoulder relay, and it was special. And they hung around, and they were there the entire night. But to also hang around and to see some of these world-class athletes, it'll add to the overall experience, hopefully for those young athletes, but also for our fans on Friday night as well. They'll be treated to, I think, an amazing evening, as well as Saturday. And so I did cover Friday night as a focus, as Hy-Vee Night at the Relays, but also Saturday is going to be special. Saturday also is going to have London Games rematch events. Saturday is also going to have the women's 400-meter hurdles. It's also going to have the mile run. It's still going to be in there. The 100 hurdles, which has always been special on a Saturday, is going to be there. We're also going to have the men's triple jump. So when we talked about Christian Taylor and those individuals, the pole vault for the men will still be on Saturday. So both nights now, instead of just one time frame, now we have 2 nights that we really can celebrate these world-class and Olympic events in Drake Stadium.
You know the total number of events for the whole 3-4 day yet?
There's right now 12 London Games rematch events total, and may add 1 or 2 more.
Brian, typically Saturday afternoon at the Drake Relays has been seen as sort of, I don't want to say iconic, but it's sort of for people in Des Moines, it's sort of a passage that spring is here, and I mean, there's a strong attachment to that, and it's been sold out for decades. How do you think people are going to react to this shift?
Yeah, I think that I think people will find their experience to be broadened. A lot of times when I was observing Saturdays, it was special. A lot of the epic moments was in the afternoon, and that window was small. And so I think now the breadth of the Drake Relays will be expanded to include not only the mall events and the things in the city, but Friday night and then rolling into Saturday. I think it's a complete climb to an epic event. Because oftentimes when we started with the Grand Blue Mile, we had with the Bulldog, beautiful Bulldog contest and all of the other events. And then we went to Wednesday to the pole vault in the mall and all of the distance carnival, and teams are just arriving, having fun, and they'd beaten the drums and all the things that's happening, just getting started with the multi-events. And then Friday was special, but it was kind of seen as a qualifying opportunity. And Friday night was more for the high school. It's for everyone now. And everything is going to continue to climb all the way through Saturday. And I think it's going to continue to be special.
If we can, we'll let Mr. Hirl say a few words
Yep.
about Hy-Vee Night at the Relays, as well as unveiling and giving us some details on the Hy-Vee Road Race courses, and then we can take any additional questions later on as well.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep.
Thank you, and good afternoon. We're very, very excited about the Friday night experience. We think that's really going to enhance what the Drake Relays is, and 104 great years in the making. So, but I want to spend a little bit of time talking about the Hy-Vee Road Race courses in regards to some of the changes that are happening, and some of the changes that we're really, really excited about. First of all, we're moving the road races from Saturday to Sunday, and that really what that allows us to do is all those competing participants in the road races have that opportunity now to finish on Drake Stadium's iconic Blue Oval, which they hadn't had that opportunity in the past. Only those competing inside Drake Stadium had that opportunity to finish on the Blue Oval. We think that in itself is a great reason to move it from Saturday to Sunday. So moving it from Saturday to Sunday also brings some challenges. And we worked diligently with city officials to come up with 3 phenomenal, fun, exciting, and safe courses for these athletes to compete on. And you can see to my right, to your left, the 3 courses that we have presented to the city and they have approved and we are moving forward with. The 3 courses, the 3 races themselves, we have a 6K, which benefits character counts, and we're going to have what we feel a fun and exciting atmosphere for that 6K because we want it to be a family-friendly experience, and we will have a lot of things going on, bands going on in that kilometer, 3K kilometer, 6K total, and what's really exciting about it is the 10K and the half marathon participants get to experience that at the beginning of the race. And as you can see on the 10K and the half marathon boards, those runners are going to experience great assets to our community in Des Moines. Running downtown around the Sculpture Garden, running out to the state capitol, running around Principal Park, around Grace Lake, and then heading north on Fleur through Ingersoll and up 28th Street through Drake neighborhood and into the stadium again, finishing on the Blue Oval, which we're very excited about. All of those participants and their families will then get to enjoy Drake Relay's closing ceremonies as well as the post-race party. So again, excited that all 3 races start right outside of Drake Stadium and get to experience great courses, safe courses, and experience our community. So before I turn it back to Brian, I can't express enough how excited Hy-Vee is to be involved with the Drake Relays and help enhance the road races, which are now the Hy-Vee Road Races.
Are these maps now on the Drake Relays website? Can we refer people to that?
Yeah, they're up on the site. I think it's up on.
We do have a Hy-Vee Road Races site, www.hyveeroadraces.com. The maps are there. Schedules, we're updating schedules as they become available, but we expect the half marathon and the 10K to start at 8 a.m. on Sunday morning, and the 6K to start at 10 a.m.
I want to also point out a couple of things in terms of, with Friday night being such a change, one of the things that's exciting about this time frame right now is that this is a great time to buy tickets. Many times we package our Friday night, and our Saturday. Certainly the best option is an all-session package, which will cover everything. It also provides some priority seating. But also we have our All-American package and also our Gold package. Our Friday and Friday night purchase of a Gold package is $60, which covers the Friday, but it also covers the Friday night. If someone is here and they also want to go Friday and Saturday, you still have that option as a Gold package, and that's available as well for $70. But our All-American package, which includes Friday night and Saturday, that is available for $65. You can take on that experience on the Blue Oval for $65 for Friday night and for Saturday. So our ticketing package is on sale now. You can always call our ticketing office, 271-DOGS. But right now, as of this past Monday, the Drake Relays presented by Hy-Vee ticketing packages are on sale. And so we're excited about that and wanted to make sure the public was aware of what also was happening Friday night and certainly on Sunday morning.
Brian, how much is typically Drake, and be whether it, what the main sponsor was or what have you, oftentimes you would lose a lot of athletes to Penn. How much does the money help draw people back here?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of things. I think that the money does help in terms of gaining their interest. It helps to secure globally the world's best. Most times we've looked around the globe, but to really get that Olympic gold, silver, or bronze medalist from across the sea, from across the waters to come over was tough. And so now the event is still going to be an amazing event. It's just going to be elevated by the fact that we're going to have so many from across the seas here. But our contingency of American, USA greats is going to be here as well. It's one of the things we're proud of is the fact that it's a great weekend for track and field. And I'm certain that Penn Relays is going to still be very successful. Their model is a good model. We have a great model as well. And so I'm excited that both events are going to be elevated, and we're really thankful that Hy-Vee felt strong enough to partner in such a strong way right in their own backyard and own community to help this event continue to go to the next level. Sorry?
22 right now. Any idea?
I think that remains to be seen. I think mainly what we've done so far is focus on the London Games medalists, but there are so many other finalists and Olympians who've competed in other Olympic Games that in the end, it'd be a good goal to get beyond 30, maybe even close to 35. It'd be huge.
Just here on the relays going forward, and we'll send electronic copies to all the media to use as well.
All right. All right. There you go.